Namaste friends and welcome to Ayurvedic Lifestyle Tips with Lala. In today's episode, we will be preparing the Ayurvedic medicine meal Kitchari, specific for the 4-day cleanse. It's important that you use this recipe as we will be cooking without fats. Consuming only fats in the morning with the intake of the ghee and then not for the rest of the day is key in this program. Kitchari is foundational to the Ayurvedic lifestyle and is the meal used to nourish and cleanse the body going through the Ayurvedic cleansing program panchakarma. Mung dal and Basmati rice combined contains the 9 essential amino acids for building the body. And with added digestive spices, work to harmonize agni, feed the healthy microbes, and rid the body of toxins. This recipe makes enough for 3 to 4 meals, so basically enough for 1 full day. It is best to prepare 1 pot fresh daily. You can play with the amount of spices. Some prefer when the spices are doubled. During a cleanse, easy to digest foods are really key. Therefore, in preparing the Kitchari, make it more on the wet side, so more like a soup as opposed to cooked rice. How much water evaporates during the cooking process really depends on your cookware and your stove top. So adjust the water amount that you add accordingly. For weak digestion, it is helpful to parboil the dahl first. Parboiling simply means to pre-cook. So what we would do here is that you put the dahl in the pot, you cover it with water, you turn the heat to a medium-high and bring it to a boil. As soon as it comes to a boil, you turn the heat off and you drain the water off, and the dahl is now ready to be used. You could also alternatively soak the dahl overnight, drain it the next day, and then use as directed from there on. So let's go over the ingredients for the Kitchari. We have here Mung dal and Basmati rice. And Mung dal is really the green mung bean that has been split in two for quicker cooking time and for easier digestion. And then Basmati rice. It's important that we use white Basmati rice here and not brown rice or wild rice. You know, it's important that we stay with the tradition. Then we want to use the dahl and Kitchari spice mix, and you know, depending on how flavorful you want it, you can double the amount in the recipe. Then we want to add ginger and turmeric if you have it. I know not everybody has access to that, so then just use ginger. And we either grate it or finely chop it. And then we want to add a cup of vegetables depending on your predominant dosha, which was determined in your Ayurvedic quiz. Then we add water, and once it's done cooking, salt, and then when serving, we add chopped cilantro and fresh lemon or lime juice. Okay, so now let's prepare the Kitchari. Whether you choose to parboil the dahl, soak it overnight, or use it as is, it needs to be rinsed really well along with the basmati rice. Place the given amount into a strainer and turn on the tap and run your fingers through until the water runs clear. Now with that prepared, we want to dry roast the spices. So here is the dahl and Kitchari spice mix, which I have handcrafted with digestive spices, and we want to use a good heaping tablespoon. So we add that into the pot and we turn the heat on, and then we want to stir that around until it becomes nice and fragrant. You want to be careful here not to burn the spices, but we just gently want to toast them for about a minute. Okay, so now that's nice and fragrant. Then we want to add our vegetables, and it's important here that you chop up the vegetables so that they have a similar cooking time. So we add that in along with the chopped ginger. Okay. And then we want to stir that again. We just want to coat that with the spices and just allow the vegetables to release a little bit of their sweetness from the heat. All right. We let that cook for another couple of minutes. And now we want to add the dahl and the rice that we have rinsed. So we put that in here. There we go. And then we want to stir to combine and coat with the spices again. It's nice and fragrant. All right. And then we can add our filtered water. 5 cups of water is a good amount to start with, but as I mentioned, depending on your cookware and stovetop and how much water evaporates, you may have to adjust that amount and add more. So we add the water. You could also use vegetable broth here. There we go. And we want to stir that and then allow it to come to a boil. Great. All right, so now that it's at a boiling point, we turn it to a medium-low, and then we want to put a lid on. And then we want to let it simmer boil for about 15 to 20 minutes until the rice and the dahl is soft. So now the kitchari has cooked for about 20 minutes. And at this point, we want to add the salt. So we add ½ teaspoon of salt. And then we give that a stir. And then we put the lid back on and allow it to rest for another 15 minutes. So now the kitchari has come to a temperature where we can eat it. And we want to serve that. I like to use ceramic or wooden bowls. All right, there we go. And then to finish it off, we want to add some cilantro and lime juice. So, there we go. And we want to add the cilantro. And then we're going to do some lemon or lime juice. All right, and now it's ready to eat. So find a quiet place and enjoy. I hope that after watching this video that you feel confident preparing kitchari on your own. I wish you a successful cleansing experience, and I'll see you next time. Namaste, friends. I hope you enjoyed the video and that you find inspiration through this channel to live a healthier, more joyous, and more fulfilled life. That is certainly my intention. If so, please click the subscribe button and the bell if you'd like to know when new videos are featured. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.